so today I filmed my version of like 90s glam. Like I feel like this look, the blue eyeshadow and like the brown kind of toned lip is such an iconic look from like the 80s and 90s. There's one thing that oh my god, I'm so sad that I wasn't a part of that. Like I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Like whenever my mum like talks about it and tells me about her experiences and everything like that, I'm just so jealous. And I love 80s and 90s music. Like I'm just such an 80s 90s person. I love it so much. I love the fashion. Like I always wear clothes that are kind of from that era, and I just love it so much. So I hope I did this look kind of justice. I feel like this is kind of along the lines of what a lot of them did. I feel like there's no contour, there's no highlight. It's very kind of simple, but yeah, I really actually love the way that this turned out, and I hope that you guys liked it as much as I did, because I had such a fun time doing this video, because literally I just sat down in front of the camera spontaneously and was just like, I want to play with this eyeshadow. It's by Sugarpill in Home Sweet Home. I got it kind of recently, and ever since I like ordered it, because I ordered it because it reminds me of the 90s and the 80s. Like I was like, I need that eyeshadow, I need it. And I just totally love the way this look turned out. Like I just love it. So hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Some of you are probably gagging right now because this is such like it's such an 80s 90s look. Like I kind of just want to go jump into like an aerobics class right now or something. Like I don't know, I just feel like I want to do that and hook up with Johnny Depp. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram. It is at demi.rawling, and my Snapchat is demirawling. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. Okay guys, so today is the day I'm finally doing a 90s makeup tutorial, because you guys have to know this about me. I'm obsessed with the 80s and 90s. I'm obsessed with that generation. Like I wish I lived through that. I wish. Anyways, I was so inspired when I saw this, let me get it open, this Sugarpill eyeshadow in Home Sweet Home. I know some of you are probably gagging right now because it's such like an unwearable kind of color in my opinion, but this to me is like 90s. Like do you remember all of those looks that you see of 90s supermodels and just everyone in the 80s and 90s, they wear a blue eyeshadow like this all over their eye, and then they do like a brown lip. Like am I giving you the vibes right now? Like to me, that was like iconic. The blue eyeshadow and like the brown lip, I feel, or the red lip, I feel like that was like so iconic in that time. So I'm doing it today. We're doing it. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I find that sometimes my videos turn out better when I just sit down and do it as I'm filming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't practice the look first. I just kind of sit down and do it. I don't know. Maybe they don't turn out that good, but I'm just winging it today. So I'm gonna actually start out with my skin, because obviously there's not a lot of eyeshadow involved with this look. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with my skin. I'm just gonna quickly prime with the No Pore Blem primer by Touch in Soul. Yeah, I feel like they had like really matte skin. I was kind of like looking at a few photos. There's one of like Christina Aguilera, and then there was one of like Angelina Jolie. Like, and I freaking love Angelina Jolie. Like, let's talk about my favorite people from like the 80s, 90s. Like who is my favorite? Okay, so Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, Lucy Liu, just all of the, Cameron Diaz. Oh my god, Cameron Diaz, yes. For the skin, like I said, I'm gonna try and keep it, I don't want to be too full coverage. I don't want to be too full coverage, but I am gonna go ahead and apply just the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, because like I said, I feel like they had kind of matte skin. I need to actually go and wet my beauty blender real quick. I'm only doing, like I said, I'm only doing like a light layer of foundation. I mean, some of you think, some of you may think that that's still pretty full coverage, but to me that's like a pretty light layer of the L'Oreal Infallible. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, I think. And then I'm just gonna go ahead with the concealer. And what I noticed in a lot of them, they all had that like intense under eye highlight, or maybe they just like, I don't really know, but they all seem to have like a really bright under eye. Very matte, but the bright under eye is going on for sure. So I'm actually going to correct my under eye a little bit, because like I said, I always have really blue dark circles under my eyes because I don't sleep. Guys, like my sleeping pattern is fucked up. Like I stay up till like 1 AM and get up at 4 AM. Like who does that? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to cover up the fact that I don't sleep. Most of my friends are all older. Like, and I'm not talking like 20, I'm talking like 40. So I don't know, I just get along with older people. I've always have. Even when I was like younger, like how weird is that? Like even when I was like 10 years old, I would get along with older people. Like how fucking weird is that? So I've always been one of those old souls, you might say. I don't know, like I've just always been like that. Okay, so for concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Cover Perfection Tip Concealer by the Saem. And I've got two different shades here. I personally love using the number 2 shade because it's more of like a creamy, custardy kind of color, and I feel like it really helps to take away my dark circles like immediately. And I always find like I don't wear light concealers anymore. Like I never go for that bright under eye because I always find that my dark circles never get covered up properly when I use a lighter concealer. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So I'm gonna go ahead and use both. So I'm gonna put the darker one where my dark circles are, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use the lighter one, which is in the shade 1, to kind of highlight. I don't know, maybe I'm totally like out of whack here, but I just feel like they had like a lightness under their eyes. Anyways, I don't really know, but I'm just doing it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just powder my under eye because I don't want it to get all creasy up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores press powder. I do really like this one. I use this when I do more natural kind of looks, and I kind of just powder off my skin to keep it not from looking too oily, and it works like a charm. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use this one today. I've never used this as an under eye thing, but I'm going to do it. Imagine if it fucks up. Oh no, that looks good. Okay, so... Ooh, that actually looks really nice. Oh, and I'm just dipping the Beauty Blender straight in because I know it's unhygienic, but whatever. Okay, so next up is eyebrows, and I am well aware that the 80s, 90s was the generation of the sperm brows. The sperm brows were everywhere. Like I was looking through photos, I'll just quickly show you guys, and literally sperm brows, sperm brows, sperm brows. No, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my own brows because I actually have seen, I'm not gonna lie, you know, like Brooke Shields eyebrows, they're kind of bushy, they kind of flew around, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that instead. I'm gonna do, because I feel like there was two different types of eyebrows back then, where there was either the people that like never plucked their eyebrows, I'm gonna go for that look, or there was the people that did the sperm brows and over tweezed. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bushy eyebrows. And I got a new excuse me, I got a new brow pencil today. This is the Precisely My Brow by Benefit. I've heard nothing but good things about this, so I'm super excited to try it out. I really like this, I really like the packaging for this. It's like really cool. So if it's my favorite, I won't be purchasing the ABH one anymore. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm just gonna kind of like make them how I usually do them, a little bit natural and bushy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, I think. Okay, so first of all I want to say, oh my god, I'm in love with this, the Precisely My Brow by Benefit. Holy shit, it's amazing. I feel like my brows look really nice. Anyways, it was so nice to use this. Okay, new favorite brow product. Take note, this is my new favorite brow product. Okay, so let's move on to the eyes. Oh my god, I'm kind of nervous because like, I don't really know how this is going to turn out, to be honest. I wing all my tutorials, it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dip into the Zoeva Caramel Melange or Melange, whatever, palette. And I'm going to grab the white up here and just kind of set down a little bit of a base going on there. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is go back into the Caramel Melange palette, and I'm going to grab this shade called Universal Delight right here. It's just like a really nice, it's a very basic color. I'm just going to take some of that on my MAC 224 and really lightly just kind of fluff that into the crease. Actually, like kind of above the crease. I don't know how high I'm going to go with the blue color. Like I'm really kind of contemplating now. The first thing that I'm going to do is actually dip into my Viseart Neutral Matte palette, and it's like a really kind of like cold kind of grey colour up here. I think I'm going to use a little bit of that and just apply it into the crease as the first step. So I'm going to take that on my MAC 217. Like I said, I don't want it to be like too much. I don't want you to really notice this, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply it into the crease. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and take Home Sweet Home by Sugarpill. Okay, so I'm going to grab that. Let me just find a brush. Okay, so I'm going to grab that on my Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and apply it kind of everywhere. This colour, no joke, is so pigmented and creamy. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. Now I'm going back in with my 217. I'm grabbing a little bit of the grey that I used first. I'm just really lightly going to start to blend that. And you're obviously going to lose that blue colour when you're in the blending process, so we're going to have to go back in and build that up in a minute. But I'm kind of loving. I'm not really doing any sort of shape actually, like I'm not making it a cat eye or a round, I'm just kind of doing whatever. Okay, so I'm now going back in with the Luxe Petite Crease Brush and building up the blue again. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with Home Sweet Home. I'm going to take some of that on my Luxe Crease Brush by Zoeva, and I'm just going to really lightly just kind of run that along my lower lash line. I feel like the 90s eyeshadow and 80s eyeshadow like wasn't blended whatsoever. It kind of makes me cringe a bit, but we're blending. We're just having 90s makeup with a bit of a glow up, I would say. Is it weird that I really actually like this and would potentially wear this somewhere? I don't know, maybe it's weird. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead now and take Sugarpill's eyeshadow in Velocity, and I'm going to go ahead and really kind of tight line my lower lash line with this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take my Zoeva Brow Line brush and just kind of, yeah, squish that into my lower lash line, and then I'll go ahead and blend that out. I just want a little bit of depth going on. So then I'm quickly going back in, I got eyeshadow on my eyeball, ow. Then I'm quickly going back in with my Luxe Crease Brush. I haven't got anything on there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just lightly blend that out. Is it weird that I really like this look? Spider lashes, I can see, so many. Okie dokie then. Spider lashes it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead now and apply my Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. I'm gonna apply a fair bit of this, because it looks like they've all got like kind of spider lashes going on. So let's just do it. Let's just go with it. Unfortunately, it looks like the skin is just blush. I see no contour, I see no bronze, I just see blush. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that, I guess. So I'm gonna use one of these Makeup Geek blushes, because I noticed that all of them do like a pinky kind of blush. Pinky or like a deep berry blush, but I've only got pinks here. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead maybe and mix these two, I think. So I think one of them, this one here is Spellbound, I think, and I don't know what that one is called. Let me check for you guys. That one's called Hanky Panky. So I'm gonna mix those two together. Pray for me. I'm gonna go ahead and mix those two blush shades on this e.l.f. brush. Guys, what am I gonna do about my nose? My freaking nose, I'm not allowed to contour it. Oh well. Put a little bit on the nose as well, because I'm sure that they used to do that. A little bit there. A little bit on the chin. I think that's it. Holy dooly, guys. That is something special. That is something else right now. Okay, so this feels really weird to just have like, this just feels weird, and I'm sure it looks really weird as well. Anyway, I actually think it looks alright. I could imagine going to aerobics in this sort of makeup. with my like leotard and like leg warmers on. I fucking wish that I had an aerobics class, like a really retro aerobics class. Like I know there's one in Australia in Sydney called a Retro Sweat. It looks so freaking good. It looks so good. And I just really want to go, but I don't live in Sydney. So if you live in Sydney, you should go to that if you like the 90s because it looks amazing. Anyway, another tangent I'm getting on. It feels really weird not to do anything else, but I'm just going to go ahead and do the iconic 90s lip. So for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with MAC Spice Lip Liner. I'm not really sure what lipstick I want to use yet, but I'm just going to start off by lining them with MAC Spice. I'm tossing up between Honey Love, Velvet Teddy or Yash. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Yash by MAC, and I'm only gonna pop this just in the center. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and be a little extra and draw on a little beauty spot. I don't know where. Maybe here.